back. Oh, it's scary. This is our crazy alert for the day. Fox News hosts are reacting in terror because Superman has become a man of the world. You know, the motto, Superman's motto used to be truth, justice, and the American world. And now it's truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. Now, why would they do that? Because they want to sell their movies. This is for the movie, not for the American TV show or the American comic book, because they want their movies to be viewed in countries other than the United States as well. This is not rocket science. This doesn't even take a high school education to figure out. But it has totally befuddled the people over at Fox News. On Fox News, Fox and Friends yesterday morning, they just melted down. The co-host, Rachel Campos Duffy, she says, I think these corporations are looking at, you know, the future, which are our children. And they know that so many of them aren't being taught to love America. Oh, that's what it is. This is part of that grand conspiracy, along with the war on Christmas, by corporations in America and liberals to convince children that America is a terrible country, along with critical race theory, right? No, America's not a terrible country. America's pretty good. We're kind of screwed up in some ways, but you know, we've done a lot of good throughout history. We've done a lot of bad throughout history. We just need to acknowledge it and get on with making the country better. But no, that doesn't work in Fox world. That doesn't work in right-wing media world. Right-wing media world, it's bow down and praise America. Don't you dare look at the problems caused by white supremacists or obscene wealth. Because the right wing is made up of obscenely wealthy people and white supremacists. Oh, and you can't talk about that. And if you do talk about it, it means you're anti-American, don't you know? I think one of the most important parts of being an American, I mean, honestly, one of the most important parts of being an American is having the ability to look at our own country and say, what can we make better? What can we make better? How about we do something about white supremacy, about institutional racism, about structural racial problems in this country? Why don't we do something about that? Why don't we do something about, you know, the police killing unarmed black men? Why don't we do something about, you know, our kids in schools not knowing the true history of America? What, you know, what's that? Why don't we do something about the fact that the billionaires have just massively increased their wealth? I'm going to get into this in the next hour. Just in the last year and a half during the pandemic, American billionaires have added $5 trillion to their wealth. Nobody's discussing it. If you do, hey, you must be anti-American. Really? At the same time that the middle class is being held back? Anyhow, I'll pick up your calls on these topics in just a moment. It's 27 minutes past the hour. It's the Thom Hartmann Program, taking back the mainstream media 3 hours a day, 5 days a week.